Movies like Dune and Tremors have spurred our fascinations with large worms that burrow underground and wreak havoc. GameMasters here, and the purple worm is set to make an appearance in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, specifically in the adventure Shadow of the Sun. Wizards of the Coast just posted this a few days ago via their Twitter account, but we want to ask, what exactly is a purple worm? Going all the way back to first edition of Dungeons & Dragons, the purple worm has always been a tough foe to conquer, with an adult worm closing in at about 40,000 pounds. But the spoils have almost always been worth it, and I'll explain that in a moment. In 5th edition, purple worms are mostly found in and around the Underdark, but from the artwork we see from Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, as well as the caption that Wizards gave us, we get a good indication that this particular purple worm is going to pop up in what appears to be a desert-dwelling location. And this makes total sense, as we've also been told that the creators are going back to past editions of monsters and will be including them here, and in looking back, there was once a desert purple worm, well, and also one that dwelled in the water. From its description, we know that purple worms are attracted to loud noises, just like the graboids and tremors. And remember when I mentioned that the spoils these worms have make it worth hunting them? Just like in Dune, while not spice, these guys excrete precious metals and gems. They are chewing through solid rock and are more or less their own sluice box. Of course, the really good stuff is found inside their bellies, and that's going to be the real trick. How do you think you could get to that when these guys have such tough hides? While we don't have stats yet for what the purple worm will look like in the Radiant Citadel, we do have stats as found in the 5th edition Monster Manual. And before we jump into those, I'd like to ask that if you're enjoying this video, feel free to subscribe, smack that like button. It really helps me get my videos out to more eyes, and I thank you kindly. The purple worm is a gargantuan monstrosity with a natural armor class of 18. It has 15d20 plus 90 hit points, has a strength of 28, dexterity of 7, constitution is 22, intelligence is 1, wisdom is 8, and its charisma is 4. And perhaps it is that super low intelligence that could be exploited to help bring one of these things down. It has blind sight and tremor sense and has a challenge rating of 15. The purple worm is a tunneler that can chew through solid rock, and get this, it's going to leave a 10-foot diameter tunnel behind as it chews forward. Yeah, gargantuan. It has 2 attacks, bite. This has plus 14 to hit and can do 3d8 plus 9 piercing damage. And what's more, you got to make a DC 19 dexterity save. Otherwise, this worm is going to swallow you. Might be an easy way to get in, to get the metals and gems inside, but you still have to deal with the stomach acid, which deals 66 acid damage, and then get back out. Now, if you can manage it, if you can dish out at least 30 damage while inside the purple worm, there's a chance that it could you out. Its second attack is made by its tail stinger, also has plus 14 to hit. This one can do 3d6 plus 9 piercing damage, and you got to make a DC 19 constitution save, else you'll take 12d6 poison damage. The purple worm is most certainly not something to be taken lightly, and I can't imagine that the version of it that we will find in the Radiant Citadel's adventure Shadow of the Sun will be any less lethal. But this certainly begs the question, do you think we'll see any changes to it? Let me know what you think we'll see in the comments below, and if you'd like to see more Radiant Citadel videos that we've made, as well as be in the know on future ones that we make, check out this playlist. As we learn more and make new videos about Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, we're going to add them in there. Until next our paths cross, may your footsteps tread lightly so as to not attract a purple worm.